What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing out there? I am Dr. Lewis, founder of Atlanta Couple Therapy.
Hi, and I'm Kenyatta over here.
So, we are couples therapists. I've been doing therapy for just over 20 years. I absolutely love working with couples. What do you like about couples therapy and working with couples?
I love to see the growth of a very dedicated couple, right? Getting to see them go from, fighting or having arguments or not being able to communicate, struggling really in their relationship, to being able to really transform their connection totally.
It's so beautiful when you can see a couple coming in and maybe they have been fussing and fighting on the brink of divorce and seeing them feel like they want to commit again to the marriage that they have and getting back to the marriage that they said I do to. That's what excites me the most about working with couples. So guys, we have an exciting announcement. We are putting on a couples retreat. Tell them a little bit about the couples retreat.
Yeah, so it's going to be in the beautiful city of Pensacola. We're going to be right on the beach. It's happening November 10th through the 12th. And I think we have about, maybe 3 spots open?
One or two.
Okay.
One or two spots. So we only had like one person like back out that they couldn't go. So that's why we're kind of opening it up to more people. So this is going to be a hugely transformational experience when you imagine being in a space around other couples. I mean, the lessons that they'll learn from being around other healers as well is going to be amazing. You're going to be teaching on communication.
Yes, the cornerstone of any healthy relationship is how we talk and how we listen. And so I'm going to be explaining a lot around the things that couples miss when they are communicating. We all kind of have our own language. I have a language, you have a language, but we have to be able to merge our languages together so that we can get our needs met and feel heard. And that's one of the biggest issues that couples are facing, is just not feeling heard in their relationship. And so by this coming to this event, there will be a major transformation. We'll do some role play, all types of things.
Yes, I'm super excited because I know that there are so many couples out there that are hurting. I mean, we see it in the news, like a lot of couples that are breaking up. We recently saw in the news about Jada Pickett and Will Smith. I mean, they have been together for...
That's all we know.
Forever. And then to find out that they actually haven't been together since 2016. And so we want to provide a space where you can really be poured into. There's not a lot of spaces like this where your marriage can be loved on. Like, we've all heard the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to maintain a happy, healthy relationship long term.
Absolutely. And you need resources. You need people that are rooting for the relationship, people that are really in your ear, providing you with sound suggestions and advice. Because a lot of times when our partner is doing something we don't like, we call that one friend who's ready to be in it with us and say, oh, I can't believe this and that. But it's a little different when you go to some support. You go to an expert. You go to somebody that can actually give you a solution to the problem versus someone who you can just vent to. So we get it. We got those people that are helpful in that way, but this is completely different. This is really an opportunity to do some hands-on work.
And I've done just over 1,000 workshops and trainings, and I'll never forget, it was one that I did, and the lady came up to me afterwards. It was a small, intimate space. I want to say it was like 5 people. And she came up to me and she was like, I was ready to file for divorce. Like, I had the divorce paperwork. I had spoken to my attorney. I was ready to move through that process. But as a result of being here today in this space, like, I feel like I can work it out. Like, I know the steps on how we're going to be able to rebuild trust. They have been dealing with infidelity and just feeling hopeless. But as a result of being in the space, making a decision to invest in their marriage, in coming to the event, they felt so restored. So
yeah, it's like that weight is lifted off your shoulder once you have a solution and you have some tools that you can implement. It's like sometimes you're stuck in a silo and you're feeling like there's no way to go but out of this. When there are options and there are opportunities for you guys to grow and learn other tools. So even with that woman, her being at that place, making that decision, it's not easy. No one wants to go through the process of divorce. We don't get married to get divorced. We
Right.
We get married because we want to see it forever, but they don't tell you about how tough it can be and how you can get hopeless. And that's what we're restoring in people's lives through this.
Yes, we want to see you really like feel reignited again. So let's talk a little bit about like what people are going to learn in coming to the retreat.
Yeah.
One of the things that you're going to learn is how to have faith again, how faith can be restoring in so many different ways. A lot of times when you go through something challenging, you may start to question your faith.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the main things about this retreat. There are so many different retreats out there, but ours is a little different because faith is a big pillar, and what it is that we're teaching our couples ways to really function in that faith and how to demonstrate it throughout the relationship and how to share that type of intimacy with your partner. Because we all have our own relationships with our faith, but it's a little different when it's protected through the marriage as well, your faith.
Absolutely. The other thing that you're going to learn is how you can be resilient through difficult times. We're going to talk, well, I'm going to teach a session on intimacy because I know for a lot of couples, either you're not having great intimacy or it's just not happening at the frequency that, you want it to happen. And so that can happen for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's health issues that you have to learn how you can reconnect with your spouse, even through some of those health challenges. And I know for some of you, you may be taking medication and not know that medication is impacting your libido.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of times when couples are coming to counseling, they've been having and facing this problem alone. And it can be, it's a private thing, your intimate life. And so to talk about, have a safe space to really get some resources, get some details, get some education about how your body operates and the things that you're going to need in order to have the intimate life that you want is so freeing.
You guys are in for a treat. I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. Let's talk a little bit about like for the person who is on the fence. So they're like, oh my gosh, investing in my marriage, I don't even know if it's worth it. What would you say to that person?
I would say it's always worth it to try. The couples that for me do some of the best work are the couples that come and this was their last stitch effort. And sometimes that can be scary because it's like, there's a lot of pressure on our end to see like, okay, well, if this is the last step, we got to figure out how we can, really provide you with some value. But that couple that's really thinking about it is that thing of, I have faith that this can do something for me and this can support my marriage to go into the right direction. So sometimes it just requires a mindset shift afterwards.
Yes. We a lot of times we need to shift our mindset. I love that Bible scripture that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And so a lot of times we may not even be aware of our own thoughts. They're just kind of running through our head like a tape recorder. And so as a result of you investing in yourself and investing in your marriage, you're going to have a renewed mindset. Your husband, your wife is going to have a renewed mindset because they're in an environment where you're being poured into.
Yeah, you're being fed and inspired and surrounded by other people who have that same drive to support their marriage. We support marriages over here. We're rooting for every marriage out there. So it's a little different when you get in a room with us.
Very different. So guys, we want to share with you how you can sign up. The retreat is going to be November 10th through November 12th. You're going to have your accommodations, your meals are included. All of our programming activity is included in the investment. So guys, the investment for the retreat is $1,950 with a deposit of $500. So you can break those payments up, but the total investment is $1,950. And maybe you can tell the people how they can send their payment in.
Yeah, so we are accepting it through Zelle or Cash App. And so if you want more information, put me in the comments and we will send you over just how you can go ahead and secure your spot. Now remember, we only have 1 or 2 spots left.
Yes.
We gotta check the works, but at this point it's first come, first serve. And so if this spoke to you and this told you like this is something that you need to do, listen to that. you know what that is. That's telling you that you need to be here.
Right. You need to be here. You need to be around other couples. You need to be in a space where you are being poured into, and we want that for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Miss Wheeler said, we got one spot left. So, definitely let us know in the comments if anything that we've said here today has resonated with you. And we look forward to seeing you in Pensacola on the beach, restoring your marriage.
Bye.